Hello, welcome to Monday Mindfulness, your home of practical everyday mindfulness. And today I'd like to share a technique that I'm just diving back into and I feel so grateful. It's literally a breath of fresh air for my morning practice and it's just changed a lot of things going on for me. It's like a really nice ramp into my recovery, which if you haven't heard much about, previous videos will talk more about that. But yeah, I've had a spine that's been rather uncomfortable and not so mobile. So I've been through a lot of phases lately, and there was times when I just didn't feel capable of doing breath work. Especially I do a lot of Kundalini yoga style breath work, which has a lot of dynamic movement and stuff, and I just wasn't up for it. But at the same time, I don't know if I could have had the actual rite of passage process and all of this deep exploration if I did allow myself to get active and in some ways distract myself from really diving in deep and looking at some internal stuff. So I was very, very addicted to play and to create and to be dynamic and really excited and a bit attached to diving back into Romania. And it was really beautiful to be able to focus on stillness meditation for a time, or to just be able to have fun without needing to do anything. So they were great processes, and then stillness meditation brought up different dynamics of emotion and attachments, and then I was able to work through that stuff and really have a deep look at that and look at, okay, what's happening now, what's the current situation, what have I carried for a while now, and what's that really showing me? So then into emotional exploration, and then in this comeback period, there's also been some tension meditation, and a lot of tension meditation along the way. So really looking into, okay, what is it that these muscles don't trust? And how can I make a space where it is actually a trustworthy environment for those to relax and let go and flow? And some of that is, nerve issues where the muscles really want to protect an area, and that's understandable. I need to work around that, but some of it's old habits and old patterns that have been carried emotionally for a while, and I can let go of that and build trust there. So there's many dynamics that I've been blessed to be able to sit with through this process and kind of blossom renewed, but also very much simplified. So there's been a lot of different dynamics going on, and now I can move back into my regular-ish yoga and kind of rebuild with breath work, and I feel like that's hugely beneficial. It oxygenates the system, it helps us to be more present. I find it changes the way that my body copes with hot and cold. There's a lot of different dynamics that go on there. So today I'd like to share a very simple breath work, and breath work can be pretty intense. If you'd feel more comfortable doing it with a facilitator, I'll put some links below to a Kundalini yoga site, but also the Hof method, which I find is very useful as well. I haven't used the Hof method that much. I'm more of a Kundalini yoga guy right now, but I feel like the practices that I'm doing now are so simple that they're more like the Hof method, or kind of a subset of the Hof method, because I don't know them that well, and I'm sure they have a lot of amazing stuff outside of what I've been exposed to. But I'm doing very simple breath work, and that's what I'd like to share with you today. And it'll be 3 minutes of the breath work, 2 minutes of either holding the breath or just simply relaxing and being you as you are, and then 2 minutes of just being you and not needing to do or change anything. So in that first 3 minutes, we're going to be breathing in as full as we can without stretching it, gracefully, and then breathing out as full as we can fairly quickly. So we want to get a pace like doing your best to keep your posture in the process. You can breathe in and out through the nose or the mouth, really whatever feels right for you. If my nose is a little bit congested, I'll do the whole thing through the mouth. And we're going to do that for 3 minutes. And it's very normal to have kind of buzzing, tingling, lightheadedness, all kinds of different experiences and intense experiences going on there. And for me, what I like to do is I like to focus on two things that are wrapped around relaxation. I like to be able to just relax the body and allow those experiences to come through. And I also like to focus on relaxing the mind and letting go of needing to make too many stories around these things. And that can take some trust building in the beginning. That's why I do recommend, if you have any concerns, to go to an actual class where you can do it with a facilitator in person, so you can just feel more comfortable. But I've done this many a times. I haven't had an issue with breath work before. It does feel pretty intense, but that intensity passes if I just stay with it for a bit. That's been my experience anyway. So we'll do that consistent, strong, intense 3 minutes, just 3 minutes. And then we'll experience what that is, and then the bell will chime, and then we can either take a deep breath in. I usually hold it at about 80% and just float so that we can gracefully have kind of a balanced hold of that breath. And if we don't want to do the inhale, we can also have a choice. We've got 3 choices. We can do the inhale and holding that. We can do an exhale and holding that. So exhaling almost the whole way or the whole way and just holding that gently, gracefully. And the third option is just to be, just to allow yourself to be as you are. No need to change anything, no need to do anything, just being you for 2 minutes. And then if you chose any of the first 2 options, you can then do the next 2 minutes after the next bell chimes and just be you. Just sit, be, and no need to change, do, alter anything. Just simply being. So, 7 minutes all up. 3, 2, 2. There'll be a bell chiming after each period. And let's get into it. You can do this one sitting down or lying down, but just getting yourself comfortable now. Closing your eyes down. Relaxing the hips. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the mind. Just doing our best to surrender into this process of breath work today. Allowing the experiences to be as they are, to be witnessed, to be experienced. And now just coming to that breath. Long and deep, keeping the posture, keeping the pace. Really filling the lungs. Staying with the experience. Relaxing into it. Giving it all you got. Come on. Stay with it, choosing your practice now, staying with the breath. Holding the inhale, exhale, or just allowing the body to be. Relaxing into it. Gently, gracefully. Allowing the body to breathe naturally. Just allowing you to be you as you are. If you would like to sit here longer, just pause the video now. Very gently and slowly opening up that breath. Slow enough to stay sensitive. Really lengthening that inhale. Opening up your awareness through the bones, through the muscles, through the skin, allowing this long breath to bring us back to the body. Relaxed awareness here. And with the breath as our guide, slowly bringing any movements or adjustments that the body is asking for. Gently, slowly moving into any stretches the body needs. And slowly in your own time, coming back to the space, opening up your eyes. So you may have an idea why I love breathwork so much. I personally find it such a valuable part of general self-care. So, how was your process? How was your experience? How is it right now? Please, if you want to share, leave us comments. I'd love to hear. And for me, my fingers are still buzzing and tingling. The body feels energized, like literally bubbling. It feels kind of smooth and almost, I'd say, detoxed. It kind of feels cleansed. And yeah, I feel very still. I feel like the ability to gracefully focus is really there. So that's my experience. I hope you had a beautiful experience today. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you have a beautiful week. Love you guys. Mwah. See ya.